To be honest, after that first trailer of Transformers 1, I was really a non-believer. I saw it as a, man, I do not want this buddy cop comedy. The voices don't really work well for me. Like I actually made a short video about it, and I went on a mini rant about how they were gonna mess this up, right? I thought they really was gonna drop the ball on this one based on that first trailer. But as they dropped the trailers, right, trailer 2 and trailer 3, it seems like it was gonna be a different type of movie. Thankfully, it was. Now, my message is to the marketing department for Transformers 1. What the hell were you thinking? The marketing for this movie was so shit that most people the people who fell off from the first trailer most likely did not come back. Maybe true Transformers fans would go see this movie. And then from word to mouth, more people is gonna see it. But as of today, the film will be ending its theatrical run at $174 million of revenue. And the movie, I think, had a $70 or $74 million budget. That's not that good, right? It's not terrible, but I feel like if the marketing was better, and it would have did much better. It's the lowest grossing Transformers movie ever, which is ironic because I think this is one of the best Transformers movies ever. Here's why. One of the things, well, among many things that I did not like about the BAYVERSE of Transformers was that the humans got involved way too much. I know there were some humans in the original G1 cartoon, but in the movie, the humans got involved way too much. But I understand, it's a very expensive movie. It will be extremely expensive to do CGI, total bots movie. So now in animation form, you have an opportunity to actually do a full-on robot movie, which gives you the opportunity to make characterizations for characters, create character development. You can get better action that way, It's almost limitless. It's almost like, for a movie like that, it's almost as if this is the definite form that it needs to be in. Another thing I didn't really like about the BAYVERSE is the fact that we never really had a proper backstory to these guys, apart from, some spots here and there, and if you get a little bit from that movie, a little bit of backstory from that movie, it wasn't nothing definite. Which this movie accomplished very well. It shows you the relationship with Optimus and Megatron before there were those names. Technically, they were teenagers, right? The way the Transformers grow is weird. You actually care about the relationship. You actually see why Optimus was so sad that Megatron died in the first movie. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen them, which I doubt. It actually shows you, like, okay, these guys always calling each other brother, like we were brothers once. Now you actually see how they were brothers, like they were. But it always felt like something was off with Megatron, right? In this movie, I feel like he has a lot of rage. You know what I mean? That's why you can't really blame your antagonists like that. You can't really blame your villains because different people handle different situations differently, right? I know that's cliche, but that's the truth of the matter. Optimus and Megatron went through the same thing. You know what I mean? They were betrayed. They were used as slaves. They were like from the gutter. But the way Optimus handled it is much different from how Megatron handled it, which is why Optimus is our hero and he has the matrix of leadership. You can't really blame Megatron, you know what I mean? And well, now you can blame him because he did a full 180. In terms of review for the movie, the comedy worked sometimes. Most of the time I didn't really like it. I think Keegan-Michael Key did a good job voicing Bumblebee, but a lot of his jokes did not work for that character. I know Bumblebee's supposed to be like the young teenager kid, whatever. But it's just that some of the jokes did not land. Alita was cool, but I did not like, spoiler alert, it's not really a big spoiler, but I did not like how she was talking to our boy Optimus, talking about I'm better than you. Like, it just seems kind of weird for her to just say that after, whatever. It was before Optimus got the Matrix of leadership, but for us to just point out something like that doesn't help anything. You know what I mean? Like, I know, like, he kind of, like, ruined your career or whatever, but that was kind of harsh, especially, like, and it showed you that ain't really the case, because when they were scouting for the Matrix of leadership, right, it was Optimus actually leading the adventure. It was him actually, yo, take cover here. He was leading, basically, even before he got so her saying that seems kind of out of character, and I'm not sure if that was a women empowerment thing, you know what I mean? but it's not really a big deal. She was cool. Got some great action in this movie, great fighting, and it sets up a few more movies. I know the director, Josh Cooley, said that they left everything open to more films, and I definitely agree. I definitely see it, and I do want more movies in this format. If only the marketing team did a better job. If they did a better job marketing this movie, I feel like it would have been much more successful. It's not gonna be as goofy as it seemed in the first trailer. It's not gonna be as playful. It gets serious. There's a lot of symbolism. There's a lot of foreshadowing. You know what I mean? Optimus and Megatron, two different sides of the same coin. Like, you see that. You see their relationship. You see the heartbreak. You know what I mean? Like, man, this was so good. It shows you a whole different side of the robots that the Bayverse did not show. You know what I mean? It shows their personality. It shows characterization, development, and they need to keep this going. They need to. I fully support Transformers 2, 3, whatever they're going to be called. I have this tied with Transformers 1 as the best Transformers movie ever, because nostalgia aside, right? You got more action in this. You got more personality in this. That enough is to, could beat it, but I don't want to put it over it, because Transformers 1 has a special place in my heart, because that was one of my first, like, cinematic experiences that really, like, made me love action movies. Like, maybe, let me tell you, like, me and my cousins used to role play like Transformers and shit. Like, I still remember to this day, everybody picked all the cool robots. I wanted Ironheart, right? I wanted Ironheart so bad. But one of my cousins already took it, and they gave me, I think they gave me Ratchet. Was I Ratchet? I think it was Ratchet. It was somebody corny. I don't know, fucking ambulance guy. You know what I mean? Like, I wanted to be somebody cooler. So Transformers 1 always gonna have a special place in my heart, which is why I cannot put this movie over it. You know what I mean? But it's a close tie. I won't even put it second. Like, they're neck and neck. If I'm, as a movie reviewer, I'm not a movie critic, but as a movie watcher, right? I'll put this one, Transformers 1, and Michael Bay Transformers 1 neck and neck together for best Transformers movies, in my opinion.